Hello and welcome back to the channel. Okay, so let's talk about the current generation of graphics cards. Whether you're NVIDIA or AMD, the GPUs at the high end, well, they're not the greatest value for your average consumer, right? I think we can agree with that. There's a reason they're called enthusiast tier cards. I mean, 4090s, 4080s costing this much? That's ridiculous. And obviously there's the Team Red side of things, which are noticeably cheaper than NVIDIA, but still buying just one of these things is the cost of an entire entry to mid-level gaming PC. Right, so terribly expensive to buy brand new. But what about the last gen? Your RTX 30 series and Radeon 6000 series. These are decent at best, and at least you get a store or distributor warranty. But nevertheless, you're spending upwards of 10,000 pesos, or around $200 US. Then what about the used market? Ever since mining died, you'll be pleased to know that there are a ton of great deals on secondhand GPUs out there. Granted, they may or may not be cryptocurrency mining cards. That's really up to you as a buyer to practice due diligence. Asking the right kinds of questions like, how did the seller come by the card? How did they maintain it? Are they still using the card now? Etc, etc. With enough patience and persistence, you can end up with solid deals like this one I found for an upper mid-range king from back in 2019. Meet the RX 5700XT, specifically the Sapphire Nitro OC version of the card, with an MSRP of around $499 US, which in reality was more like $450 to $500 in my region. Capable of high refresh rate, 1080p, and even 1440p gaming, this was a great choice if you didn't care about ray tracing and live streaming that much. It went toe-to-toe with the RTX 2070 from NVIDIA, putting pressure on the upper mid-range tier that a lot of competitive and higher fidelity PC gamers do intend to invest in. You know, without having to spend the big bucks on an 80 class card. This particular card I found from a local forum called TipidPC, a great resource to check out when you're buying used components here in the Philippines. It was initially listed a few months back for 8,500 pesos, although they mentioned the price was negotiable, so that's why I was able to get it at 8,000 pesos flat. It was mentioned in the post that the fans were quite noisy under load, so they recommended a repaste. And this video is a result of that advice. In all fairness, the card was in good condition. Save for some dust buildup by the fan shroud and blades, nothing a dusting or vacuuming couldn't fix. But as you can see by the footage, the paste indeed has dried up after the 2.5 to 3 years of its career. After a quick reapplication of Thermal Grizzly Cryonaut paste, well, things were all peachy. Doesn't look brand new, but better than our initial look at the card, if I do say so myself. I just wanted to ship a quick video to you guys showing how it's actually not scary opening up a GPU. I plan to do some benchmarking with this card in post in the future as a look at the 5700XT performance in 2023. But even without that, I can tell you that this card is still a fantastic performer, especially at the price that we paid for. And that said, have you ever bought a used GPU? Let me know in the comments how the experience was. I'm eager to hear your stories. Until then, this has been Jor Builds, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.